Welcome, YouTube. Yes, Deepwoken. I know I've been gone. Took myself a bit of a winter break. 2 weeks, no uploads. We don't talk about it. I'm back now, and I didn't upload something yesterday, so I plan on hitting it with a double upload today, like I do sometimes. So you saw the title, you saw the thumbnail, you know what's happening. All the other guide videos. Oh, how to get to level 30 quickly. My record right now is getting to level 30 in 2 hours and 10 minutes. And that was unoptimized. With my method, you could probably get to level 30 in Deepwoken in an hour and 30 minutes. Let me show you exactly how it's done. Make sure you like the video if you like the video. Naturally, we start off by making your character. I bought a new slot for this exact purpose to show you guys. Making a new character, whatever you figure out the build you want to go. It's whatever. Every build is going to be different. Pick your name, pick your attributes. If I had to suggest some attributes to you, I would probably say choose Martyrer, since that gives you better luck in PvP scenarios, and choose Gourmet or Environmentalist. You always want to spawn at Etria. Etria is by far the best place to spawn at. Vigils is alright, but the only really bonus to spawning at Vigils instead of Etria is the guards that you can fight there for training, but it's not really worth it compared to the commercial gains that you get at Etria. Once you spawn in at Etris, not Etria, you want to talk to this guy, steal his 25 notes, take 25 notes from him, beg him, do what you have to do, and then you want to go buy a weapon manual immediately. Then you go talk to the guy at the big white tree in the middle of the plaza and skip all his dialogue because no one cares about the lore, and he'll give you a gold ring. You take the gold ring, you go down to the cellar, you sell the ring, you go back up, and you buy your respective element training tool. Now, there's a second option that you can do. Well, there's two paths you can take from here. You can either go straight to Song Seekers, which is the method I'll show you soon, or you can, instead of selling the gold ring, you can equip the gold ring on your character, wipe yourself, then pass down the gold ring to your new character, so your new character spawns in with the gold ring, and then another gold ring he can then get again from the guy at the white tree. And then you can do that again and then have 2 rings on your character, and then it would be that because the most you can pass down is 2 items. Then you would wipe yourself again, pass down the 2 rings, and then your new character, your third character, would have 2 rings plus an extra 3rd ring that he would get from the guy at the white tree, plus the 25 donation that you get from the spawning NPC, giving you a total of 100 notes to start out with, which you can then use to buy armor and extra training equipment. You can really do whatever you want with it, but I suggest getting some armor, getting some of the necessities like a pickaxe and an axe and flint and maybe some wood, and then you want to head straight to Song Seeker because that's how this method works. Well, before you head to Song Seeker, there are some other necessities that you need, such as mushroom soup and a canteen. In order to make a canteen, it requires a calabash and a beeswax. Now, some of those things can be hard to come by, especially if some people have already taken the things that you need. The calabash is spawned pretty normally though, and the beeswax you can often find near the entrance cave towards the docks. If you can't find any calabash near the path towards the cave, you can go above the waterfall, and there should be some calabash right next to the bush around the bridge near the waterfall. You can use any gobletos that you pick up, 3 of them specifically, to make some invigorating potions if you're into that kind of thing. It's not necessary at all, and I actually forgot they were in my inventory, but if you're good at remembering things like that, you might as well make some. Or if you plan on going an intelligence build. You grab your dinghy and then you head to Song Seeker. It's very simple. It's almost just a straight shot from the gate of Etris. If you don't know how to get there, you can follow my path, but most people know how to get to Song Seeker at this point. In fact, I'll throw up a map for you, just in case you don't know where I go. This is a whole map you can use at any iteration. If you're confused on where to go, I'll draw a little line for you so that you know exactly where to go to get to Song Seeker. It's very simple. They're always laggy, or the bigger ships really are faster. If you follow my path, you'll be able to get to the top of Song Seeker very easily. The cabin that the fire trainer resides in is where we'll be farming. Also, you can take water from this river. It's winter in this clip, but there's usually fruit spawning everywhere in Song Seeker, so as long as you manage to not die, you won't be short on food at any time soon. Alright, the only Song Seeker that you want to abuse, essentially, is the ice one. It's by far the easiest one, and you can beat him at power 1. If you try to fight the fire guy, he'll probably just spam his moves on you, and the lightning guy is really difficult to deal with. Probably the most terrifying out of the 3, considering he blocks and tries to parry everything like Squibbo or something. This method should work with any type of weapon, though I haven't tried it with heavy weapons yet. A minor setback. It takes a real man to admit that. You want to make sure you're farming in non-laggy servers. Anyway, once you get back to Songseeker after you die, make sure your server isn't laggy by doing a few test M1s, and then kill the ice Songseeker, bring him away from the fire one so that it doesn't aggro, use your training tools, and then log. And if you join the same server because your friend is in it or something, block somebody from that server and you won't join it again. And you want to rinse and repeat this method. Keep hopping servers for the same NPC. It gives a ton of EXP. I don't know what kind of luck it gives. I'm still kind of confused on how luck works. Like, there's white particles and there's gold particles, and I think the white particles are luck, but I also speculated that it might be gold particles, so I'm not really sure, but it gives, I believe it gives decent luck, and I believe it gives decent EXP, more than decent. Again, I was able to get to level 30 in 2 hours and 10 minutes. Essentially, this game is made by babies, for babies. It's a very easy game. You know, if you're complaining about it being too hard to level, well, there you go. It just gave you a very easy method. If they somehow make this weapon method not possible, I mean, you better hurry up then. If you're relatively new to Deepwoken, I would hope that this helps you. I may or may not do another video from 30 to 60, but it's all pretty much the same. I've determined that this method of grinding is by far the best. It's by far the most consistent, and when you start getting higher level, like 20, and you start killing the fire guy, it may or may not be the best. No, it's not the best for farming items or cash, but you do get cash from it, and the decent EXP is great as well. So you could probably do this till 60, but it might, I would assume it would take like 8 hours before you'd actually get to 60. Once you get around level 42 with this method, it starts slowing down a ton. It takes you like 2 or 3 rotations to get enough experience for 1 investment point. I'll be doing another video today, probably on the best method on fighting the snow golems. They just got buffed recently, but I have clips of me beating them before the buff, and I wasn't able to beat them again recently. But as long as their attack pattern isn't changed, it should pretty much be the same. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. If you have any comments, please feel free to put them below. Right? That's where the comment section is. I'll answer them if you have any questions.